Hello, my loves. If you are new here, I have a series where I create characters or celebrities from various things in Baldur's Gate, and I kind of make this persona for them and plan out their character to what I think their character would be like in this universe. And if you didn't know, I am a huge Swiftie. I'm sorry, I suppose, but I'm really not. And my favourite album is Folklore, and I thought, you know what? I want to make a character that's folklore coded. So that's what we're doing. This is Taylor Swift's Folklore, if it was in fact a Baldur's Gate character. So, to begin, I'm thinking elf, but half elf, also tempting. I think that's just the best. Oh, I think I'm gonna go half elf because folklore has that very human element to it. You know, the humanity in it is so important, but there's also this kind of fantasy, like escapist feeling, and it's very woodlands and naturey. And I think half elf is a good, nice in between of the two vibes that folklore gives. And then we have subrace, so we have high half elf, wood half elf, and drow. For me, it's between wood and high. So high, I think, covers the human aspect again, and like the last great American dynasty kind of vibes. But then wood elf kind of covers the Seven, the lakes kind of vibes. So I think I'm gonna go for wood elf because for me the album's very escapist themed, and like it's my escapism album, and it makes me feel like I need to be sitting in nature, so I'm going wood elf. And then we need a class, and naturally I think I'm going to go with druid. I think it just makes sense again with the nature kind of vibes we have going on, and we leave all of that alone. And then we have to choose a background, and there's a few that I could see happening here. I don't think criminal, I think maybe folk hero could work, but that feels more like debut or evermore to me. So I think not in the folklore context, it doesn't make sense. This could work because engaging in art and protection, rare crafts, noble, outlaster, there are so many options. Sage, learning and having a greater purpose, outlander, surviving the wild, enhance your understanding. But I think I'm go with this one because folklore feels very creative to me. Of course, every album is creative, but it sparks like my own creativity when I listen to it. So I just think this one makes sense. And now we get to do the fun part, which is the appearance, of course. So I don't know what to go for here because I could do kind of like actual, like in the woods elf brought up, but I kind of want this human element to it too. I quite like this cool tone. I think I don't know, it's just really pretty. So I might go for this one. You know, it's got that warmth to the face and it just looks nice. I feel like this could work pretty well. And then we will give her lots and lots of freckles, of course, and turn that pigment decently up. Folklore gives me freckle vibes. Scarring, I feel like she's been through some stuff, you know. She's had a car at the edge of a cliff. So, do we give her a scar, just a little one? Maybe a tiny one, just to kind of show that she's been through it. I quite like this one. I think we'll go with that just to show that she's been having some trouble. You know, she's been having a hard time adjusting. I'm sorry I said that. I feel like folklore has very, very, like, glowy, in your face eyes. So opal is very pretty. I don't think I want to go for like the demonic ones, but I want to go for something that really kind of shows off the emotions and things going on in the album. I am at the moment leaning towards the opal color. I think it's just gorgeous. We could go for like a green, kind of like seeing the grass and things. But no, I like opal. Do we go for one or two? I think one is. They're both very pretty, but I'm gonna go with one. Actually, you know what? Let's give her two different colored eyes, and let's give her right eye like a greeny color, um, just to kind of get that imbalance and imbalance slash balance. Does that make sense? Because you want the human and the elfy kind of vibes. Does she have a tattoo? Do I think Folklore would have a tattoo? Maybe a nature one. So we have this one, which is very, very cute, and could work pretty well. Or we could have this simple one. It kind of gives me like Mad Woman-esque feelings. So I think I'm gonna go with that. And then it feels quite light considering, but we're gonna go. Wait, we're gonna see what the white looks like. Oh, that's cute. That is so cute. Um, I like this one. It's got like a purple tinge to it, so we're gonna go for that. And then piercings. Let me change her hair real quick, just so I can see her ears and what piercings we can go for here. This one is a great start because stars. Love those, but I think it isn't folklore. These ones are kind of cute, but not what I'm going for. I would use these or these on reputation. And I'll probably do reputation at some point, to be fair. These are very, very pretty and a possibility. We have the normal nose ring. I think I like the stars ones just because, you know, I just need to know. Wait, these ones kind of, where they go? These ones kind of feel like water to me, but I do feel like just plain silver is enough for what we're going for. I think I'm actually going to go for these. I feel like they've got the elegance to them, and they're just silver and pretty, and they're not too much, but they're still gorgeous at the same time. I'm taking this really seriously if you didn't notice. And then we need makeup. We want a decent, like, little eye look going on, but nothing too aggressive, you know. So I'm thinking we just simply go for this or this. I like this because it's like the smoky eye kind of thing. And you know, if you've been in nature for a few days, it's gonna get smoky. I do like the idea of a light colour here to bring out the lightness in her eyes too. I do quite like this white. This one's a little less aggressive. We will try some greens and we will try some blues just to see. I haven't really got like a blue that I'm looking for in this kind of scenario that I have going on in my head. It's kind of bugging me out because none of them look how I intended them to look. I think I'm going to go with this grey beige. And then we can put the intensity up, that's already up. We'll leave metallic and glossy. Then we need her lips. We need to put the tint all the way up for this to work so we can see what we're working with here. I think a very like neutral colour would work for this. I think that's quite cute. If we could put the glossy up a bit though, and maybe a bit of the metallic. Actually, I'm not sure I like the glossiness that's going down, and so is that. I preferred it before. And then we have her hair. This feels very, very important. I feel like hair always kind of brings the look together. I think this hair could be quite folklore. Um, Maybe that we just want whimsical and pretty. Um, and yeah, we just want to encapsulate folklore's vibes. Anything with braids works quite well for it. But I do like the first one that we saw. So we'll just have a little look. We'll make sure that happy with the choices because there are so many. Hair's always the hard part for me because I can never settle for one. I think I'm gonna go with the original one we saw. Definitely not the current one. So wait, no, there was another one that I think actually suits folklore better. I think this one works quite well for it, and so did this one. I think I'm gonna go with this one. And then what hair colour do we go for? I always think blonde for folklore because with the whole love triangle scenario, I always think of a blonde girl. And obviously Taylor being blonde as well, it just feels quite obvious to me. I'm gonna go for like a dark blonde though. If we go for that, and then if we put lighter highlights in and turn the intensity up, maybe not that aggressively, maybe about here. And here we have what I think folklore would look like if the album was in Baldur's Gate. What do you think folklore would look like, and would you change anything that I've done? I'm really curious to know what your thoughts are, how you would have done it, what classes and things you would have chose. I love when you guys tell me like what you think you would have chose. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.